You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your weekly early edition spoilers. These run for next week, Monday, December 4th through Friday, December 8th. I'm excited to tell you what we have. We don't have a lot, but it's interesting and some other stuff to talk to you about as well. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. So the one big thing that I'm excited about this week, excited might not be the right word, anticipating, is Wednesday the 29th, we see Eric having this health scare at work. He's been hacking and coughing all week. He's got the bloody hanky, but there's some kind of big crisis that happens. Katie's alarmed. She wants him to go to the hospital. So does Donna. He's not going to go, but his doctor is going to show up there at Forrester Creations. I expect that Donna's going to call him. And by the end of the week, he is really feeling his own mortality and decides he's going to throw a big party in honor of his final collection, which of course is his last big gala of his life as far as he knows. And the family is all agreeing, no matter what, we're just going to keep lying to him to keep him happy. So everybody's lying to everybody, and all right. Then next week, December 4th through 8th, Eric's big gala is going to kick off this week. It should carry over into the following week, the week of the 11th. But early in the week on Tuesday, we've got Windsor Harmon back as Thorne Forrester, which is exciting. And the next day, we have Ashley Jones back as Dr Bridget Forrester. The doctor part is very important. Thankfully, we've already got Finn looking into his case, which was kind of interesting. He basically said, oh, these symptoms are all kind of vague. I need to look at his case. And then Bridget's in town next week. And we do know that she and Finn are going to be consulting on a case together with a 1 or 2 episode doctor, Dr. Martin, played by Cirie Fields from Big Brother 25. So I hope it's Eric's case, because I'm getting real frustrated with the case as it is. Look for more of Thomas and Hope next week. I am really hoping that she goes to him to vent about Sheila and Deacon. And I wonder if Hope hitting Deacon with this ultimatum somehow puts her on Sheila's radar. You know how Liam's been all about protecting Steffy from Sheila, but what about Hope and Beth? Since Hope's dad, Beth's granddad, is dating the 9-toed psycho, he has not shown any concern about their safety, while Thomas immediately said, I will protect you and the kids from her. So Liam's fallen down on the job, and we have been promised some villainous deeds from Liam. He was on the talk. Scott Clifton was on the talk alongside Matthew Atkinson, who plays Thomas, Lawrence St. Victor, who plays Carter, Tanner Novlan, who plays Finn, and Joshua Hoffman, who plays RJ. I don't know how they had any time for RJ to take time off, because he's in every scene. At any rate, so they were talking about Liam targeting Steffi's marriage, and Tanner Novlan kind of laughed about it. And then Scott Clifton said Liam's been misguided, and then said, if you just read the scripts, he's a villain. And he said, I'm having the time of my life playing him. Scott Clifton has said before, more than once in the past, several times in the past that I can recall on social media, that he would really like to do a darker version of Liam. And now it's happening, and I'm there for it. If only we could get some scenes of it, right? So just a quick note. I just saw the ratings for Bold for the week before Thanksgiving, and Bold is in its 20th straight week of low ratings, of like lowest ever ratings. And on some days, they actually drop below number 3 soap, General Hospital. YNR's number 1, Bold's number 2, GH is number 3. Days was always number 4, but they don't track it anymore because it's only streaming. And I hate to say it, but it feels like this vague, slow-moving death storyline of Eric's is what is killing ratings faster than it's killing Eric. I mean, I personally hate the idea of John McCook leaving, but honestly, at this point, I'm just not invested in it because I don't know what he has. Say if it were cancer or COPD or mesothelioma or just something with a brand name, and name it all. So we could be like, oh, that's awful. My great uncle had that, you know? What they're doing now feels inauthentic and just honestly like horribly lazy writing that is an insult to our intelligence as viewers. Even if it turns out later, say that Eric's been poisoned or it's a misdiagnosis, they should name now what they think it is. I mean, I was thinking back today when I was putting my notes together for this video, thinking across all the soaps I've ever watched, when have they ever had somebody dying of something this vague, vagitis? And I couldn't think of one example. I mean, they'll make up things, but you know, this is crazy. Make up any disease. Let's call it hepatitis F because A through A really exist. Go for F, just anything. After I watch every episode that centers on Eric's health crisis, I am more annoyed than I am saddened, and that frustrates me because it wouldn't be that way if they would make it better and not give us 5 episodes a week of the same repeat dialogue and a lack of specificity. I would rather see Sheila cutting off another toe or Liam creeping outside Hope's cabin while Thomas knocks her back out. I mean, just saying. Anything but this dull, repetitive, vague-ish. All right, rant over. So that's all the early spoilers we have. We don't have a ton for this week. The Gala's coming. We've got Bridget. We've got Thorne coming back. And we've got some medical intervention coming. And hopefully some more Thomas and Hope and some Liam. So thank you for listening. Please drop your comments below on these early spoilers. I know they're scant this week. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you think about this plot. I mean, do you know people that are tuning out of Bold? Because a lot of people are. I'm watching it, and I know a lot of you guys are, but then I see other people in the comments saying that they kind of keep up with the show here on our channel rather than watching it because they get bored or they get frustrated. So let me know, are you having the same issues with this Eric storyline that I am? I'm very curious. I don't think I'm the lone wolf here, in my opinion, but I definitely want to hear your thoughts. I read all your comments, so definitely keep dropping those. Please click subscribe if you haven't already and come back soon. We are here talking soap 7 days a week. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.